2 days before the game in training, I did find out that I was going to play my first ever professional game in round one of the 2020 Coppa Italia after not playing a single game in the preseason tournament, and I was absolutely ecstatic and excited for that game. So here we are playing in a Coppa Italia game, round one. I'm pretty sure that this team is in Serie B because normally when it comes to Serie B or the Coppa Italia, you are able to play teams that are in Serie B, such as Brescia, but they normally do go out same or the first round against teams like Milan or Juventus. That happened in one of my manager career modes when I was using AC Milan and Juventus went up against them and destroyed them. Um, so you are able to go up against a City B team, but I don't think that we're going to have much of a problem here in the Coppa Italia game. Our main goal is to show our manager that we are ready for City B team, that we are smart with the ball, we're smart on defensive possessions, we know how to pass, we know how to keep possession, we know how to defend, we know how to position just so that when it comes to Serie A games and other Coppa Italia games, we are able to get more playing time because our manager trusts us because we are playing well. Before much of this gameplay goes in, I will be using the pro camera for these first few games and videos unless people want me to switch. I really like this instead of using the normal camera, but if you guys do want me to switch to the default, then I surely can. This is really the first somewhat major event that happened in the game. They get a shot, corner, and they're able to get the ball back again, and we have to defend. I am able to get my first challenge here, but they quickly get back to it. The thing is, I have a high acceleration, but when it comes to speed in general, I'm not that fast. But we are going to be training that, and at the same time, we're going to be training our stamina. And our goalie has been playing pretty well this game. That's something I noticed. So we're just focusing on playing well. I take advantage to using my space here. Our teammate, the 37-year-old striker, opens us up here, and we do take our first professional shot, but it is not the best. I literally got it straight to the keeper's hands. Maybe we would have had a better chance there if I passed it back. I just didn't see him at the time. So that's something that's not going to come back as a positive for this game. And right here, they cross it in, and off of a header, we are actually almost able to score, just nearly saved by the keeper. Right here, I noticed that our striker is going to pass it over to our center mid, Vere, who actually tries to get me open with a header, but a great challenge by the opposing defense, and it lets the other team clear the ball. One thing that I have already noticed is that I know how to take advantage of space and everything, but when it comes to shooting, I'm sometimes a little bit too aggressive right here. I could have passed it over to our left wing, but instead I just take a poor shot, which is another thing that won't be coming good on the squad report. Another chance for us during this game is when our teammate right here lobbed it to us. We were able to get a touch with our chest to free us up, but it is Carlos Augusto who gets the ball first and clears it for the opposing team. Once we got into the second half, we didn't have many chances. Our first chance in the second half came here in the 56th minute. We passed it. We did a nice pass and go. We were freed up, but the challenge does throw us off balance. And then our striker tries to also put it in, but he also misses the ball. Probably the most major turning point comes here in the 63-minute off of another throw-in where we pass it to our striker again, our favorite target. I go with a nice passing go, and here we get our first ever professional goal. It's our debut goal, not our Serie A debut goal, but it's a Coppa Italia and just in general professional career debut goal. After we just saw the space, like I said, I always take the space that I can. We put it to the right of the goalkeeper. He's not able to challenge it, and that makes the score 1-0. Right here, Fratesi, he passes it over to Armeling. We're able to challenge him for the ball. We're tackled, but our striker gets it straight back to us. And I know that Scaldia is right there behind us, so we pass it straight over to Gavialdini, who is able to make the score for the game 2-0. Nearly 10 minutes after we get another chance for a goal, and we do make the most of it. And that little section, the tiny section of our fans, erupt after that goal. Beluski right here, he is not able to get it off. We are able to challenge it, but he immediately gets it back. And the right back for the opposing team forced a pass, and it is Balde who goes all the way by himself, puts it to the right of the keeper, and now makes the goal. The score 3-0 in the 90th minute. Now, after that, straight after the kickoff, the game is immediately over. And honestly, for our first ever professional game, it is not a bad game. We finished off the day with 1 assist, 1 goal to let us go on to round 2 of the Coppa Italia with a nice, comfortable 3-0 lead against this team. So I was in the kitchen and I decided I'm going to go watch some sports news TV. So when I turned on the TV, they were talking about Sampadoria, and they weren't only talking about Sampadoria, they were talking about me. They said that I could just be a bust because I was just picked off of a local pitch and that the scout does not know much about me, and my time may be short here because I am not ready for Serie A action, that I am also undersized to go up against defenders that are like Chris Smalling, or just to go up against defenders that are good in Serie A. After a few hours of watching TV, I got up and I went to go check my phone. And I got a special message, and that message was from my manager. He said that I was not going to play the season opener against Genoa, but when we play Roma FC, I would have the chance to play. Here we go, the second game of our career and our first ever Serie A game, and it is against Roma FC. We're going to be calling them Roma FC because that's what they're calling the game. I know that that is not their official branding. Same thing with their kits and their things, but at least the players are the same. But we're going to be playing this game. We're playing at center mid again, playing out of position that Sampdoria doesn't have a center attacking mid position in the formation that they use in FIFA. So we're going to be playing out of position at that left center mid. So at least it's in the center, but at the same time, it's not my main position. Up until about the 20th minute, it is really kind of a boring game. Although we are challenged right here, we stay with the ball, we pass it back, and our teammate tries to be a little bit too fancy, but he's able to recover. He passes it over to me, passes it to our right striker, and I call for the ball from Vede as soon as I could, but he passed it a little bit too late, and when he got that pass off, I was very much offsides. So we're not able to have a chance there. Still, up to this point, it is a pretty boring game. Roma FC have a chance here now on the left wing side, but our right back is able to jar the ball loose. He gets it, it bounces off to me. I give it straight away, and here they have a great chance, but our left center back is placed very well and is able to get his foot in and deflect that ball. Almost immediately now we start on the counter attack. I'm able to get the ball through a seam, and now it is Vede who gets it off to me through a header. We beat 2 defenders, and that shot was really probably my best shot so far, and it was great, and it was a great save by the Roma FC keeper. Towards the beginning of the second half, not much happens here. We get the ball over to our right striker. He gets me through, and I take a shot, but it goes straight to the legs of the goalie, and my worst shot so far of our short career. So big jump in the time, but right here in the 81st minute, we send our left center mid running, and now it is our left wing who passes to me. I find Zakaru, threw a ball over to him, and I get an assist here in the late game to let us take the lead over Roma FC. Hopefully we can hold on to this lead to have a big win for the season. Now we are actually able to hold on to the lead, and we take a win over Roma FC in the second game of the season, which is going to be a big game later on in the season if we are trying to qualify for at least the Europa League or even Champions League, depending on how we do. It's a low chance, but it is a possibility because anything in this beautiful game can happen. And that is everything I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to be trying to get out as many of these videos as possible, but I hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.